Hello world, from whichever time zone you're catching me from, my name is MD90. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell notification to all so that you do not miss the uploads that come up. And the easiest way for you to navigate the channel is to head to the playlist. You'll find videos curated for you based on your interest. So if you're interested in the Kutika podcast, you'll find a playlist for that. For news and trends, there's a playlist for that. Exclusive with MD90, a bunch of playlists that are created based on your interest. So the easiest way to navigate the channel is head straight to the playlist and you'll find what you're here for. Consider becoming a member of the channel. Right next to the subscribe button is the join button. You click on the join button so that you can become a member of the channel. You support the team on the production and a number of things that we're doing here, and we appreciate that. Well, the individual that you see on screen right now, that's a young man that has lost his life in a hit and run. So as you may be aware, on Friday, Zambia National Service, or commonly known as ZNS, had their pass out for their new recruits. And after that pass out, obviously people were celebrating with their families and stuff. And that's where this young man lost his life. Let me just give you the details in this story. So this is the pass out that happened in Kabwe on Friday. So after this particular ceremony, that's where that incident happened within Kabwe. So all these images are from the pass out demonstrating their training that they had undergone for a certain period of time. And yes, so that's him with the mother right before his death on Friday. This is an image that has been used by the Zambia National Service. So the Zambia National Service Command grieves the death of a fresh soldier. So the Zambia National Service Commander Maliti Soloi says the military wing feels robbed at the death of the new trained soldier Mukela Sidilo. 24-year-old Sidilo, a private soldier, was among the 1,471 Zambia National Service military men and women who passed out at the institution's Cabo Training School on Friday. He, however, died yesterday morning, which is Saturday, in a hit and run road accident within Central Province, Kabwe. In a message to mourn the passing of Sidilo, Lieutenant General Soloi, this is the ZNS commander, will give the gallant soldier a befitting send-off worth of the gallant private that he was. Lieutenant General Soloi has appealed to the Zambia Police to conduct a speedy investigation and swiftly identify the culprit for justice to prevail. There is no doubt the Zambia National Service has lost a vibrant young man who had demonstrated great potential and could have given so much value to the effectiveness of the institution. We feel painfully robbed, especially it's highly costly to train a soldier, Lieutenant Soloi said. Our thoughts and prayers are with the bereaved family during this difficult time. He added that the ZNS commander shares in the family's loss of the death of Sidilo. It is not only their loss, but also the ZNS and the nation at large. The service is on its part has pledged to give the soldier a befitting send-off worth of his gallant contribution to the institution. And we therefore appeal to the police to conduct a speedy investigation to swiftly identify the culprit. So that's Sidilo with his mother right after they pass out. And then he was bashed in short by a car, and then it's a hit and run. They haven't yet identified the person that hit him. So their investigation is with that regard. So that's a young man that has been lost. So these are images from the same pass out where that was being conducted in Kabwe. But in other news, the story of the commander of Zambia National Service seems not to be going away. The same man that had issued the previous statement that I'm from reading, If you remember, this should have been, it was last week also. I'm not sure if it was Wednesday, but somewhere last week. The lady that you see on the far right there, Florence Soloi, she did a live stream where she dropped a number of allegations against the ZNS commander and also his family and just a bunch of people with regard to the abuse that she has undergone. So this story was almost dying out when she was confined. There's a video that circulated. I just watched the previous live streams that I did. That circulated where she was being confined to Kitwe Central Hospital, where they're regarding as having mental issues and stuff like that. So that issue was dwindling down until it resurfaced. So Alice Roland Musukwa, the lady that you see at the bottom, she's a Zambian model based in the United States. She's decided to issue a statement. So Emmanuel Mamba is part of the people that has been saying everyone who matters in the nation has demanded for justice for Florence Soloi, except government, YWCA, and NGOCC. So he was calling on the women movement to say you cannot just disregard allegations against the ZNS commander just like that. Yes, in as much as we acknowledge that she might have mental issues, but what has been the source of those mental issues? So that is the argument that Emmanuel Mamba has been making. And the women movement are the ones who are supposed to spearhead that. So it seems like the pressure that he was giving them finally made them conform. So this was today. They finally issued a statement. So Emmanuel Mumba posted it again. So women's movement asks security agencies to investigate the sexual abuse allegations by Ms. Florence Soloi. So we have been alerted to a video recorded by Ms. Florence Soloi in which she makes serious allegations of sexual abuse by her close family relations. As a woman movement, we have taken keen interest in the matter, and our members, as the Young Women's Christian Association, YWCA, are currently working with the Ministry of Community Development and Social Welfare to support Ms. Soloi with counseling. We have been deeply concerned with the increased cases of sexual abuse against girls and women in the country. We therefore take this opportunity to call upon the security wings to thoroughly investigate the seriousness of these allegations made by Ms. Soloi in our video. The women movement will keep keenly following this matter to its logical conclusion. And it issued by Anima Mambwe Anamela, Executive Director. So this story is not going anywhere. It has to be addressed. It's just gathering momentum. And then, as I earlier mentioned, Alice also made a statement. So Alice, that's the lady that you see with a cup of food on her table there. But obviously, the Zambian diaspora are also issuing other statements. So Chief Etayali decided to post the statements that have been coming from the Zambian diaspora. So Chief Etayali says, is one of the people that has been advocating to say, Florence Soloi is not mad in that sense. She's disturbed because of the trauma that she's gone through. So she's just venting. So things that are coming off as if someone is mad or is on drugs, it's because of the pain that she has undergone. So he's done a number of live streams and a number of articles supporting to her sanity, saying she's not mad. She's simply disturbed by what she's gone through. So now he writes, Shifetayari says, thanks to Alice Roland Musukwa, that's a lady that I showed you earlier on, the one that's based in the US. She's a model. Please help this young man, Shifetayari says. What is Musamba Barbara Chama? This is a lady that should be either based in the UK or the States, but most likely in the UK. So said Musamba Barbara Chama is making capital and profit out of a young lady, Florence Soloi, and other women with a heart like Alice Lauren Mususka have delivered a wonderful message to pledge pledge to help her. I can assure you that Florence Soloi needs help. The campaign being waged by Barbara confirms my fears. Please, someone help her. And then this is the call that is being making Shifetayari. So the statement that has been made by Alice Lauren Musukwa says, Dear Solochi, sometimes healing takes the highway and a few breakdowns before you can finally heal and take charge of your own life unapologetically. Little sis, this is your healing. It may feel heavy and weigh on you down because it's on social media, but after a few days you feel proud of yourself and opening up and letting it go, forgiving yourself and those days you blamed yourself for everything that went wrong and forgiving yourself of the hate. You are only a child, vulnerable and alone, and you didn't have control over your life. But today, your bravery to put a stop and openly without any reservations means that you are ready for yourself and to be great and happy. Further says, you are strong and have overcome a lot of obstacles. Little girl, this is your healing. And like you always call me, meaning they have conversations. Our boss lady stop and give me a shy smile. I want to tell you that, little girl, I will contribute to your happiness going forward in any way possible because you deserve the love. Uh, uh, your new beginnings will be filled with nothing but love and support and peace. With everything said, as a country, we are governed by laws and rules. No one is above the law. As a woman, I stand to see justice for this girl. She should not be robbed of her childhood. She was robbed of her childhood, and no one, uh, and she's not mad at all, and she will not keep silent. So pretty much that's a statement coming from Alice towards the Soloi. What is there's been this arrest? This should be a blogger and also a veteran journalist. He was arrested. So the statement with regard to his support is coming from EFF President Kasonde Mwenda. He says, "We stand with you, Comrade Kaseba. This too shall pass." Kasonde says, UPND political intimidation and abuse of the law and state police will soon come to an end. The police cells cannot break a revolutionary like yourself. EFF stands with you. And then he says, wherever our feet will go, whoever want to go, our feet will take us. That's saying he usually uses. So Chief Etayari also wrote a statement. So this man has been arrested for defamation of Max Sumukwe, the UPND consultant. So yeah, they issued some statements against him, which he was sued for, and now I think arrested for that. And then Chief Edari also doubles down over the same statement. But in other news, Edgar Lungu's camp seems to be receiving some support or some ammunition they can use against Mao Sampa in the fight for PF. I'm pretty sure you're aware at this stage that there's that conflict between Edgar Lungu and Mao Sampa. Each one of them is claiming to be the legit president of the Patriotic Front. And then Mao Sampa held a extraordinary conference at Mulungushi Conference Center on the 24th of October 2023. So the individual that you see on screen is a gentleman that he calls himself Mr. Ground or FBI. So he was part of the team that was supporting Mao Sampa. So it is, according to him, it's alleged that an agreement with Mao Sampa, and that agreement involved them getting payment for the services that they rendered to ensuring that he gets the PF from Edgar Lungu and that team in that fight. But since that agreement was made, they have not been paid. So they made an ultimatum, should have been 2 weeks ago, a week ago. Say they did a number of videos. That's him, this individual you see on screen, Mr. Ground. And also there's another individual that is known as Chama America. So they gave an ultimatum to Mao Sampa and his team to say if they do not pay them and fulfill all the terms of the agreement that they had agreed to, they will start divulging the information of what really happened and how Mao Sampa was able to take up PF and take PF from Edgar Lungu and the team. So today it seems like they've started revealing those videos because it seems like Mao decided not to pay them or settle the agreement as alleged by them. And yeah, so in a statement in this video, he says, Mausampa came from State House to hold that fake extraordinary general conference on October 24th, 2023. Victor Kapungwe, aka Mr. Ground. So in that video, he says no, he was a state-sponsored individual. Mausampa is a state-sponsored individual by the UPND for them to do that. So I'm pretty sure tomorrow the next video should be coming from Shama America if they still be at large. But yeah, they say they are not afraid of going to jail or anything of that nature. They're ready for anything. So they say. Let's see how that plays out. But anyway, that's the news from them. But other news from today, Sunday. Take away my wife and triplets. My wife and triplets. I planned for one child. I cannot afford to feed them. That means Chiengi father. So if you remember, there's a man that there's a lady that gave birth to triplets, and the father to those babies says he's not ready financially. He's not in a place to feed such a big family. He was only ready for one child. So now he's giving away his wife and also the other two children. Probably he wants to remain with one. Or literally he wants to become a bachelor. That's the unfortunate part. A lot of people are crying for babies. And he's been blessed with 3 babies, but his financial capacity cannot allow him to take care of them properly. So now he's decided to forgo to say, I'm not ready for that. So if you're looking to adopt any children, there are fresh babies there. Obviously, you have to follow the law and the procedure of adopting babies. But yeah, so he says he's not in a place to take care of them. And he's looking for someone who can who can take them up. This is other news. Absolute evil. Girl 5 abducted and repeatedly abused for 8 days. So that's some sad news. This was reported by Sunday Mail, which is just simply a Daily Mail. I'll stop wasting our time talking about things Mr. Ishirema himself is failing to do, says Kalaba. So that is most likely Harry Kalaba. This was posted in the Mass newspaper. The other news, Fire PF remnants, UPND presidential campaign member, Veni Amombwa, says President Hakainde Hichilema must take action against those in public service, trying to undermine the policies that the new Don government is and the administration is putting in place. So he says anybody that is still pro-PF in the civil service should be fired. Anyway, that's the news so far today, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great week ahead. My YouTube channel. Make sure you click on the subscribe button, you click on the notifications to get the notifications of every video that I upload. I try to upload every week, sometimes every day of the week, but definitely each week you expect a video. So make sure you click on the subscribe, like this video, and there's much more on the playlist. So visit the channel and see you around.